Hey friends, I'm on the Centennial Trail in South Dakota. It's about 100 or so mile trail, maybe a little bit more than that. That kind of goes through Mount Rushmore and starts at Wind Cave National Park, which is where I am. We got 60 miles over the next few days, and that was the first big hill of this trip. And I've said it on my other trip videos from this season, I'm still out of shape. Hope I can make it. Oh, by the way, my name is Rob Pelton. Welcome to the channel. I am joined on this trip by two of my buds. One of them is Jeremy, trail name Almost, with Midwest Backpacker. And then the mule himself, Chuck. And he's got an Instagram. I think it's ChuckWagon17. He posts some pretty sweet pics over there. So be sure to check those two guys out. But this weekend, or the next 5 days, is the first real backpacking trip I've taken this season. And I'm not in trail shape. Jeremy, Midwest Backpacker, he's already done a 200-mile through hike. He did 100 miles last weekend on the Ice Age Trail. He's in like mid-season shape and he's just crushing. And Mule's the son of a Russian beet farmer, so he just goes the same speed no matter what. Uphills, downhills, doesn't matter. And me, I run hot and cold. I'll crush, then I get exhausted, and then I stop, and then I crush. I need to learn consistency in my hiking. Do you have any tips for me on that? One of them is probably not keep up with Midwest Backpacker. Lots of wildlife, a lot of prairie dogs chirping at us. You can hear it. But I don't know if you can see that behind me. We got a few bison. One giant one is just laying down, chilling and rolling. And the other one is staring at us. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 4, 5, there's 5 more up ahead. So we are in bison country. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, we're pretty close, Chuck. Might want to back up a little bit. Well, we made it past them. They didn't charge or try to kill us. For your right. Lunchtime. On the menu today for lunch, I made these yummy wraps. It's Jif peanut butter, bacon, and a drizzle of honey wrapped in a tortilla. Fruit snacks. And Tang. We are officially in Custer State Park. The little gate that we went through took us out of Wind Cave National Park. Little trail update. This trail is 123 miles long. We're doing 60-ish of it. Today's number is 16 miles. It's about 7 miles to the lunch spot. So we got about 9 more miles, maybe a little more for camp tonight. Little weather rolling in. Feeling pretty good. A lot of wildlife out here. What's next? Got more big friends. He's a big one. About 13 miles in. I'm tired. Those guys are way up there. That's okay. The mistake to be made is to try to keep up with them. They have a faster pace than me, especially uphill. That's no secret. So I have to maintain my pace so I don't burn out, because this is day one. I have the maps. I know where I'm going. It doesn't get dark till like 9:30. And right now, it's 4:40. I got 4 hours. And I got about 3 miles. I can do it. It does feel good to be out on trail. But I'm struggle busing. But I get to do this again tomorrow. Bring it.
30 to 40% chance of rain tomorrow morning.
And Water Creek crossing number 2. The worst part, we've been dry all day and we're like a quarter mile from camp and our feet are soaked. It feels amazing though. It's helping my feet. Made it to camp. The sign said half mile off trail. It felt like 3 miles off trail. Ended up just over 16 miles today, which is about 4 to 6 miles over my comfort threshold, but knocked it out and I'm tired. First day was pretty challenging for me, but I get a few more days to get into it here. Sleeping accommodations done. Now it's time to take off some wet shoes, wet socks. I actually brought camp shoes this time. These are zeros or whatever. They're flats. They're nice. But more importantly, is they're dry. But the plan is for me is I'm gonna go down to the creek there. I'm gonna soak my feet for about 10 minutes. My feet are pretty sore. If you were wondering what my loadout is for my backpack and everything, with food and 4 days of water, with water and 4 days of food and all my gear, just under 26 pounds in total. So, which makes sense because this is a pretty long trip. But my gear is pretty dialed in and it feels pretty good. I was able to bring a chair and camp shoes with that. That's pretty legit. Oh yeah, the feet go in. Ooh, baby. So today, I decided to hike my own pace, and I thought I would be in camp by 7. We rolled into camp at like 6:59. That's awesome. Plan successful. And the water is cold. My feet are numb. Wow. But this is gorgeous. A little gem in South Dakota. It's like a mini Colorado, like a mini Colorado trail. It's awesome. So now soak my feet if I can stand it for 10 minutes, and then dinner and then bed. I packed almost 6 pounds of food for this trip. What I have rehydrating right here is from Peak Refuel. It's their sweet pork and rice. And I also brought oatmeal for the morning and some of the other dinners. These are all from Peak Refuel and maybe one Mountain House in here. Pad Thai from Mountain House. Chicken and rice from Peak Refuel. I repackaged them from their packaging into freezer bags because these pack down a lot smaller. You can pour boiling water in here. So it just takes up less room than the actual packages that those free dry companies come in. Desserts. Got Snicker bars for desserts every single night. Got some coffee for the morning, or maybe a mid-afternoon pick-me-up maybe. Lunch wraps. Of course, you got your jerky, dried fruit. This is mango. And got some bars. I brought too much food. (9:02). Food is eaten and hung. I don't think there's a bear problem here. That's more just for critters and rodents and things like that. The sound of the river will rock me to sleep tonight. Looking forward to that. Tomorrow's gonna be an interesting day, but it's another 15 miler. That's okay. I mean, at this pace, we might get done early, and my feet might fall off. I think I'll sleep well, but it's gonna be an early start tomorrow. Up at 6, on trail by 6:30 kind of thing. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. Anyways, time to watch some Netflix and go to bed. See you in the morning. Morning. It's just after 6 o'clock. It is 42 degrees. And the boys are starting to tear down. I'm almost done tearing down. So we have to cross a creek like first thing this morning. Whose idea was it to camp here? Jeremy's. That's cold, cold. This morning I opted just to carry my shoes across. Some people will call me a sissy, but who cares about those people? There is a chance of rain today and tomorrow and Sunday. Nothing like a cold mountain spring crossing at 42 degrees in the morning. Damn it. I just remembered there's another water crossing up ahead. So I'm hiking in sandals for about a half mile. And we're finally on trail. It's a nice cool morning. I like it. Chance of rain this afternoon. But it's 5 miles, it looks like, to Legion Lodge, where we're supposed to have breakfast. First big hill of the morning. I know the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's pretty aggressive and it's super rocky, very, very technical. Trail update. After crossing the streams, climbing that crazy rocky hill, I came up on this flat prairie section, and this is gorgeous. This is amazing. Come to the Centennial Trail in South Dakota. It is awesome. Caught up to my buddies. They've been here for 4 hours waiting. Pretty gorgeous up here. There's some rain in the distance. Blue skies over there. Rain up ahead. And I felt the rain drop actually. So we gotta hightail it to the lodge, I think. Legion Lake Lodge. Breakfast is being served now. Really excited about that. We're at Dockside Grill. Found some morning beverages.
Mimosa. So we're roughing it, is that what
Yes.
you're saying?
Biscuits and gravy. Side of bacon coming up. Breakfast is done. And the rain has set in, like a legit rain, and it's still cold. It's probably 45 degrees in rain. It's supposed to pass half hour, 40 minutes. I'm gonna try to convince these guys to wait it out. So my pleads to wait until the rain clears an hour were met with a definite no. I don't know why we're in such a hurry. But I could do without this, that's for sure. All right, 10 miles on this shit. Type 2 fun, baby. It's 11:30. Yesterday, we didn't get started until 11:30, and we cracked out 16 miles. So we're well ahead of the game. Today, we're about 8 miles in right now. 8 to 10 maybe. So plenty of daylight left with thunderstorms rolling in and out. But it's warming up too, so I'm thankful for that. I'm gonna say it. I know this is only day 2 on this trail, but it's pretty much kind of like all like this. I think I like this better than the Superior hiking trail. I know, right? Probably because it's just so different. It's a lot more expansive, a lot more open. Superior hiking trail is a lot of green tunnel. Yeah, there's some great overlooks. Lake Superior is there. There's all that mystique of the trail, right? But this, Mount Rushmore is not too far. It's open, a lot of ponderosa pines. Animals I'm not used to seeing. Bison, bighorn sheep. It's just so different. And the hiking isn't that hard. It's hard for me right now because I'm just out of shape, which is fine. And it's much less muddy than the Superior hiking trail. So all in all, as of right now, I am digging this more than the SHT. And speaking of the SHT, I haven't even been up there yet this year. They've been flooded, bridges washed out, just crazy rains and floods up there. It's crazy. So I just haven't been. But that forced me out here. And this is awesome. Mule and Almost, they're way up there, as they should be, because I'm hiking my hike. But with this solitude in this hiking solitude, it leaves my mind to wander a little bit. And I want to tell you a story. It follows logic, has some tragedy, and some silliness. So evidently, there's an airplane, a cargo plane, takes off from an airport on its way to who knows, but on board this cargo plane is a big pallet of bricks, 100 bricks. Somehow, some way, in mid-flight, one of the bricks falls out of the plane. So how many bricks are left? It's not a trick question. There's 99 bricks left. And how would you put an elephant into a refrigerator? Yeah, simple. Open up the fridge, you put the elephant in and close the fridge door, right? Seems logical. How do you put a giraffe in a refrigerator? Yeah, open the door, take out the elephant, put the giraffe in, close the door. So, little Miss Julie is having a big birthday bash, and all the animals are invited to help celebrate little Miss Julie's birthday. All but one animal shows up. Which animal didn't make it? Yeah, the giraffe. It's still in the fridge. As Julie's skipping along on her way to her birthday party, really excited to connect with some old friends, she has to cross this river that's known to have man-eating crocodiles. Little Miss Julie eating crocodiles. But she crosses safely. How did that happen? No crocodiles today. They're at the birthday party. Fast forward to little Miss Julie's birthday party. All the animals are together. They're catching up, having drinks. How's work? How's life? How's the whole predator-prey thing going? Hour goes by. Little Miss Julie, it still isn't there. Another hour goes by. No little Miss Julie. Turns out, little Miss Julie died just after she crossed the river on the way to her own birthday party. Guess how she died? Well, from the investigation and the coroner's report, it turns out little Miss Julie was struck in the head by a brick falling out of the sky. There's 2 minutes of your life you'll never get back. Officially out of Custer State Park. Now we're entering the Black Elk Wilderness. And I honestly have no idea how much further I have to go. Jeremy was just gonna hike ahead and find camp up there, and I hopefully I can find them. But my feet are tired. I feel really good. Lung capacity is good, legs are good, everything feels good, but my feet, my ankles and my arches, they hurt. They're past sore, they actually hurt. Now, I'm wearing the Ultra Lone Peak 5s, and I've wore Ultras for my last 3 sets of shoes. And it seems like whenever I get to that 10 to 12 mile mark, my feet start to hurt, and right now they are hurting. But that's got me thinking, maybe it's just time to get some new shoes, because everyone I hike with, they never complain about sore feet. So maybe these just aren't the shoes for me. Maybe I need a little bit more cushion. Now I realize I'm heavy. I'm like 215 pounds. My pack is 25. So that's like 240 pounds on these shoes. Now, the ideal method would be to lose 30 pounds, right? I'm working on it. But still, I don't think it has the cushion that I need. Now, I know with these shoes, you get like a lot of trail feel and all that kind of stuff. I don't care about feeling the trail. I just want some cush. I want it to feel like I'm on an escalator standing on pillows, you know? So, Speed Goat 5s, Topo Athletic, I don't know, but I think Ultras, I think those are done for me. You know, maybe the Temps, because they got a 30 millimeter stack. I don't know. Any other shoe suggestions for heavier people? Let me know. Because my feet are barking.
Hello, friend. Welcome.
Just after I crossed that little Black Wilderness section, the boys were waiting up the hill here. They've been here, Jeremy's been here for about an hour. Chuck's been here for about a half hour. So, needless to say, I'm pulling the caboose for sure. But check this out. Ugh. That'll do. Climbing this hill. It's a hell of a view out there. But I noticed something way out in the distance. Let's see if we can get it on camera. Yeah, that's Mount Rushmore. Somehow I got in front of Jeremy. I don't know how that happened. What's up, buddy? You get lost?
Yes.
He got lost. Weird. So here's the situation. We're at the intersection of the spur trail going to Mount Rushmore. Mule was in front of me by quite a ways. Jeremy was supposed to go ahead and kind of maybe find a camping spot. But then since he got lost, he ended up behind me. Now Chuck is in front of us and we have no idea where he is. But we just saw this. I guess he went to Mount Rushmore. We made it to camp. Chuck ended up going all the way to Mount Rushmore. And we sent him a location of where we're at. What sucks is we're still going to be slack packing it up there to get dinner. At least I think that's the plan. What I do know is my feet are destroyed. So, super excited about that.
I'm proud of you, buddy. Good job today.
And that may or may not be George Washington's face. Like right there. We are off to Mount Rushmore. They got like a cafeteria concession stand in there. But from what I understand, they do serve Bison burgers. And I would like one of those. So I hope when I get there, they're not closed. Right now, it's just after 7 o'clock. So a very good chance they're closed. And it might piss me off a little bit. That's all right. I'm just happy to be done hiking for the day. How you doing, Chuck? Never a better word spoken. Well, that's Mount Rushmore. It's been a long 2 days to hike here, but that's one of the sites along the way. We still got 3 days left. Been here before, seen it. Now it's time to eat. And there's my bacon bison burger with no groceries. I'm waiting all day for this. Morning, friends. Just leaving in the shadow of the 4 presidents of Mount Rushmore. Looking at me. I'm already hitting the trail. Chuck hasn't even woken up yet. Jeremy will be just behind me, but another 16 miles today. So, hike my hike, take care of my feet. It's gonna be a good day. The sun is out. Bright blue sky. I'm already worked up into a lather here. I feel pretty good. I took some Advil last night. Ate a good meal. Feet feel good. So, I'm just gonna ride this high till my feet give out again. leaving the Black Elk Wilderness. I will say, out of the sections I've been on so far, this is my least favorite. From so we went through Wind Cave, Custer State Park, Black Elk Wilderness. Basically, when Custer ended and the Black Elk started, it was a lot like the Superior Hiking Trail, the SHT. It was lowland, had mud, rocks, a lot of tree canopy, so it wasn't really open, so it felt very much like home. I like it up top in the open. That's just better. So not my favorite part. The one saving grace that the Black Elk Wilderness has is it butts right up against the Mount Rushmore, so you're able to take a quick spur and visit the presidents. And not only is it like the Superior Hiking Trail, you also have to contend with a lot, and I mean a lot, of horse shit. So Black Elk Wilderness is done. Glad it's behind me. Made to the main road. Just across the street to Big Pine Trailhead. Not sure where to go from here, but I think this is a good half-hour break time. I gotta put my feet up. They got this really good map pretty much showing our course. We started on the southern terminus, right in Wind Cave National Park. Norbeck Trailhead, to be specific. So we walked all the way through Wind Cave National Park, all the way through Custer State Park, hit the Black Elk Wilderness, which I just came out of today. Here, this little section here, that's Mount Rushmore. So we took a little spur, visited that, came out of this today, and I am right here right now. And then tonight, we're sleeping right about here, and then we actually have to end up here in a couple of days. So today should be a big day, tomorrow maybe a little bit shorter, and then Monday a little bit shorter. But there's our trail here all the way to there. Great little pit stop, about 20 minutes or so. Now it's 3.3 miles to Semilius Peak Trailhead. That's the trailhead on the way to the highest point on the Centennial Trail. But from here to there, I think it's pretty easy. Some rolling hills, nothing crazy. And I'm okay with that. The rain found me. Crap. Made it to the tunnel under the road. I think I'm sitting at about 40 miles or so. So I still got another like 10, 12 to go over Semilius Peak, which is the highest point on the trail. But I have an alternate plan. So my alternate plans is my new friend Jacob here offered me a ride to the next trailhead where Jeremy and Mule will eventually get to. It'll give me essentially like a half zero day, which is what my feet really need. Thanks for the ride. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, just got dropped off by my new friends. Big shout out to you, Jacob, lifesaver. I really appreciate it because the trail is right there. Jeremy will be coming from back there. Yeah. So that's Lake Sheridan Lake behind me. And nestled around it is a private community. Just walk down there, filter some water, and I hear some thunder. So I may tuck up off trail and set up my my rain fly and just chill for a while. Because Jeremy probably a couple hours away. But I've met people on trail, and they've said they've seen Jeremy, and they said he was clipping. He was just rocking and rolling. And Jeremy, you go, boy. I am legit happy with my plans, especially setting up this tarp, because it's been raining for a little while and I am dry. I'm charging up my electronics. I'm eating a little bit of something. I don't regret getting a hitch either. My feet are just trashed, and there's no way around it. They're not going to get better by marching on it, and I don't want to risk an injury to my feet. I think I'm already going to have to recuperate a couple days after this. So in my brain, it's a smart decision. Is it the sissy thing to do? Maybe, but I don't care about that at all. So I'm here, I'm waiting on my buddies, and I hope they're doing okay. I know they're probably wet because it's raining. No sign of Chuck anywhere. He was way, way behind me, because he just slept in. So I'm sure he's fine. Chuck is a mule. He just keeps on trudging. I'm gonna wait here until Jeremy finds me, essentially, or messages me back. He hasn't done that yet.
Can I turn around and go backwards? You cheated, got a ride. How you doing, brother?
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was about to ask this person if there's a flat spot up here to camp. Hi.
It's been raining for a while.
Yeah, it was hailing when I was up on top of the mountain.
Not fun. Seen Chuck?
No.
No good.
I'm waiting for an explanation.
All right, the day camp is all packed up, and then we're gonna go up the trail a little bit and find an actual camping spot. No word from Chuck yet. Hopefully he's still hanging in there. We'll leave a trekking pole on the trail so he knows where we are. That was a nice little day camp. Certainly kept me dry because it's been raining all afternoon, and it's still raining now. Okay. So here's the plan. Tarp is hung up. I'm gonna wait for the rain to subside before I hang the hammock up. So rain just kind of makes everything harder. Wind makes everything just a little bit harder. So this is supposed to pass. And when it does, I should be able to hang up my hammock, no problem. Otherwise, I'm just gonna chill under here. Watch Jeremy struggle back there. And hopefully wait for Chuck to show up over there. Today's been crazy. How's your day? You having a good day? Awesome. Awesome to hear. The rain let up. Hammock came out. This thing took like 4 minutes to set up. I love it. What's funny is, don't even know if we're supposed to camp here or not. No one has said anything, but there's a lot of dispersed camping in this area. I just don't know about here. But we got porch mode set up because the view is that. And that's not bad.
Welcome to my world. Down to the lake.
Chuck finally made it. How you doing, bud?
I had to get to town for Wi-Fi because I had to rate my Amazon delivery experience.
I knew it.
And I just could not take it.
I knew it.
Also, it's been 12 hours since I've seen Britney Spears' Instagram stories. I just can't. I can't.
Priorities. Glad you made it.
Thank you.
All right, boiled up some water. I am rehydrating some Peak Refuel homestyle chicken and rice. It's very,
very good. Excited for that. And the plan for this evening is to relax, recuperate, enjoy the view. It's still raining, but it's nice to at least be dry and be able to watch it out across the lake. We have about 13 miles left. And we still have 2 days to do it, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. Because bad feet are bad feet, whether it's 13 miles or 5 miles, right? That's going to be a morning time, game time decision. So I'm beat up. Chuck's a little beat up. Jeremy's still rocking it. He's a rock star for being an old man. So kudos to him. But that's what I'm going to do. Just relax and watch some Netflix. And that's it. So let's find out what happens in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It's 6 o'clock. It rained off and on all last night. I stayed high and dry and warm. Chuck is still crashed out. Jeremy left a half hour ago. He packed up, zipped out of here, but he left his hammock and his rain fly up. So the plan for today is I'm going to sleep in a little bit more, eat breakfast, have a lazy morning. Chuck will do the same because his feet are destroyed and my feet are destroyed. And Jeremy's going strong. He's going to hoof it to the car and drive down here and pick us up. So he'll probably be here about noon. So we got about 6 hours to burn. This trip has been really good. I learned a lot. I've done a lot of hiking trips, and I learned a lot on this trip as well. So if you would excuse me, I'm gonna get nestled back in here and close my eyes for a couple more hours.
Chuck and I are all packed up. We're gonna head about a half mile up the trail. I guess there's a dam there and it's supposed to be pretty sweet. Jeremy is almost to the car. It's about 10:30 right now. Not sure how long the drive will be though. But just climbing out from the lake, I can feel it in my Achilles. Yeah. To the dam, just a short walk. Pretty cool, starting to heat up. This layer is gonna have to come off very soon. There's Sheridan Lake behind me, and I'm actually on the dam. I can hear water rushing on the other side. I imagine that's the spill gate. I've always wanted to say the word spill gate. And there it is. Just got a message from Jeremy. That's what's one thing that's really good about these GPS devices. When there's no signal, we can still communicate back and forth with these Garmin inReaches. So big props to these devices. But he made it to the car. He's actually on his way. His ETA is 11:15, and we're way at the dam, and we're walking slow like old hobbled people, and it's 11:10. So Jeremy's just gonna have to wait.
Sorry, Dad.
11:45. We are in the car just in time for it to start raining again. Mr. Midwest backpacker back there rocked out the 12, 13 miles this morning to get the car, which we're thankful for because his feet are messed up, my feet are messed up, and this guy's a stud.